Hello, Namaste, welcome to Far From Fact. Join us
Keshav Naidu,
and me, Hussein Merchant.
as we solve pertinent world issues in an attempt to make the world a better place.
Make the world a better place?
Okay, we'll leave it the way we found it.
Join us today as we discuss the 5 senses, superpowers, and what weddings of the future could look like. Hey Keshav.
Hey, what's up?
So there's this interesting listicle I came across,
Okay,
written by a blind girl.
okay.
And it has something very interesting in it about what she does to prank her friends and relatives who visit her home.
That's cool, that's quite cool.
And one of the things she does
Like, you don't
is-
normally think of a typically it wouldn't be, it's so normal, right? It's so cool that,
Yeah, it's
she
like
plays
any
pranks
other
on her friends. So cool, yeah.
So one of the things she does is,
Yeah.
before they are going to visit her at her place, she leaves her underwear spread across the house. Okay, now the cool thing is, if I were to visit her, I cannot even address that
Yeah.
because I have to pretend like it's not there.
Yeah, that's
And
quite
isn't
funny.
that-
That's to enjoy the discomfort. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's quite funny. Oh, it's a very good prank. So that's quite cool, actually. Which reminds me of something I came across that.
Mhm.
So apparently, blind people have the best sex.
Oh,
I don't know this firsthand. I've come across this information,
okay.
but it's believable also, right? I mean, if you think about it, right? Because they've got.
They rely more on their other senses.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That's the thing, I guess, right?
If there is a sense that you would lose, do you know which sense you would lose out of the 5 senses that we possess?
Like if I could choose what to lose
Yeah.
voluntarily, what would
Yeah.
I lose? I'd go with taste, because then it's like, okay, this how long do I have to lose it for?
Tell me for a day.
For a day, yeah. Then taste 100%. It's like
Taste.
then it's like you didn't eat that day, fasted that day or something.
And say if it was for life.
Oh, I don't want to. For life. That could that could be touch.
Okay, wow. A life without touch would be... I wonder what a life without touch would be. Because the way I think of it right now is, in your daily routine, how
Because you
much
give
of
up-
touch do you use?
Oh,
In your daily routine.
no, it's not a daily routine. So the thing is, it's a very it's not necessarily purely functional.
Okay, so there's
It'll
not
affect
one
your-
thing that you do
Yeah,
which
because
uses touch.
it affects your emotional balance, right? Because it's humans show affection, your sense of belonging, many things, right? If you imagine somebody touches you and you feel nothing, that could be a power also.
Yeah.
There's a superpower in that.
Yeah, you would never get hurt.
You're not getting hurt. You're not feeling you're not feeling shit. So you can be this broken hero
And you can...
who cannot be loved, but is loved by all. Oh my god! A Marvel character. Let's give him a name.
Captain Touch.
Captain Touch. Touch me not.
Touch me not. Would if we are building on the superhero, would he just not be able to sense the touch, or would that also allow him to tolerate high temperatures, low extreme temperatures and all of that? Because see, even if you're not able to feel it,
Correct.
you will still be
Correct.
impacted by it.
So somebody can throw a hot hammer at you.
And you'll still get burnt.
Yeah. You'll not feel it.
You'll not feel it.
So
But you will not feel pain, that means.
no, but for example, will it burn your flesh?
It will.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's definitely not good.
Because then he's gonna look like not a good looking superhero. At an emotional level, he's broken.
Completely.
Chicks will love it. You know. So he's like this, like really messed up, sad.
But then, do you think that'll happen? So mentally, he was born okay.
Yeah.
But the lack of touch.
He could never feel his mother's affection. He
But
could
no,
never
but they are
feel.
two different things, no? Physically not being able to feel touch.
But that's how a baby, the earliest form of communication in humans, or any primate, whatever, is touch.
Okay.
So that's how you show love, whatever. So that's not there. So then here's this child that grew up just wanting, just self-destructive and just fully like wanting to break shit, and that's how he discovers that he doesn't feel pain. And then someday somebody finds out and he uses him for good. And then he sees a lot of love, but he doesn't feel it.
But then why is he a superhero? He should just be a normal person.
Oh, but he has this hole to fill, right? Like he's just like. Also, he doesn't have a job. He didn't go to college because he was just breaking shit all the time. So he doesn't have a job, and he doesn't have too many friends because he was constantly like beating people.
Okay.
So it's just like it's like in Bombay they say, no, that's his line now. उसका line है जो superhero line में लग गया हो.
So because he doesn't have superpowers as such.
No. So he's not a superhero.
Yeah. He's just someone who can't feel. And
He's somebody who can say mean shit in a crowded train and get away with it.
Oh.
Because people can beat him in parliament, he'll be okay.
He won't. That should be his purpose in life.
That's his.
Some-
Those are the kind of things he can.
Yeah. So just keep him there.
He can take any public dhulai anywhere. That's his thing.
That would be a great
He's the
superpower.
unlynchable person. So no matter any kind of WhatsApp rumor that goes around in the country, doesn't matter. Here's a guy you cannot lynch.
You can lynch him, but he'll still be the same.
He'll be fine.
That's an excellent superpower. And I think that's a superpower we need.
Yeah.
We need people who can take a beating.
Because we have so much anger in our country.
Yeah.
It's our therapy.
It's our therapy. We want someone we can just
Because
beat up.
100 people ka 10 saal ka therapy gets done in one lynching.
Correct.
So in a sense it is you can't call it a superpower. It's a social superpower.
Yeah. Oh wow.
It's a
social superpower.
So he's a NGO of superheroes. if there was such a thing, then like his website will end with an org. Yeah.
And then all of the lynchings and all can actually be monetized.
Yeah.
No, so record them. He says, Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. I'm going to stand at the other station.
You can sell chana next to it.
It'll open up a full parallel economy.
Anything. Chana, pani, popcorn, chaat. Everything is gonna fruit chart. You can buy these things online. Book My Show will jump in. Suddenly Ragada patties is sold on Book My Show. Do you want to add extra chutney? What is a book a smile, 1 rupee with every ticket? This is the real deal. The entire thing is charity.
I'd go for that show.
I'd go for it.
And
not to watch. I want to participate.
And imagine the feeling when you know you can beat someone up and he'll be unaffected. He'll be the same after the beating. So you've got your satisfaction.
He feels satisfied because he's served a purpose.
Oh wow.
It's a win-win. It's a very cool overlap of entertainment and not-for-profit.
Yeah.
Which we've not seen
But this works only with a public that is highly frustrated,
Which we have.
which India has.
All superheroes have something they wear outside, right? It's always a V brief.
Yeah, but do you think this guy will just be... So see, again, he's a non-profit superhero, okay? So he has to have that full non-profit look to him.
Which means a jhola.
Jhola. That's a good start.
So he'll have a cape and a jhola.
The Jhola, okay. What else is a non-profit? He has to stand for some issue or for some, some
Length of time.
Yeah.
Without moving in that place.
Yeah, how much ever people are beating him, whatever they are doing, he just stands over there.
And since he's an NGO superhero, he's not wearing a suit under the underwear. He's just wearing the underwear.
And then, so again, with the, I imagine there will reach a point where he will get big. So there will be copiers then. There will be these smaller guys who, because ultimately, it's a very profitable business model. There will be all these money making. So for example, Me Too is one thing, but also people will realize. So like the chart counters, the kulfi wala, sev puri wala, all those guys will come in. Then what other
then there'll
stuff
be these
happens?
toys, no?
Oh, action figures.
Action figures will happen. Can you imagine? But since he's NGO, they'll keep it earthy. They'll make clay ka.
Clay.
Mitti ka bana.
So that's one way to cash in. Then the Me Too's. Now the Me Too's, I think, is a bigger problem because people who actually feel pain will start doing this. He's the only one who cannot feel pain.
Cannot genuinely feel pain.
But people who start feeling pain,
they are also doing it because there's money.
Because there's money.
It will become a job. Like
every day wake up, 2 hours get prepared
apply for this job. There are people interviewing. Your interview is a beating to see how well you can take it. Oh man. And the people who are doing the hiring are tired of conducting such interviews because they have to constantly beat people up. So then there's a new set of job roles that are being created. That is
testing.
testing. So we need beaters now. We need gaon se people are coming. Migrant labor work has changed drastically in this India. In this India, people are coming into the cities from the villages and working in air-conditioned offices, working with HR people and beating people up and taking home fat salaries. That's their job. आज बहुत काम था यार, बहुत काम था. बता देते यार, 10 लोग का करना था. It's a brave new India.
Yeah.
The changing face of
Young India.
It'll
become a job ultimately for the Me Too's also.
Yeah.
Go every day, get ready, get beaten up, and then come back home.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll have the same problems of
the monotony,
the traffic getting to the Dadar station to get beaten up. Then maybe one day you find that the Sev Puri wala has encroached on your spot where you have to stand to get beaten up. So get into that fight with him.
And then you can't tell the difference between a real beating up
and a beating up to get your spot.
You know.
So one very interesting thing that I've realized that women make their decisions about attending or not attending events
based on
clothing, purely based on clothing, purely based on whether they have the appropriate clothes to attend it or not.
I fully believe you.
Yeah, I've seen evidence. This is not
super. It's not a theory.
It's not a theory. I have limited evidence, but very hard evidence. So I don't know though if this is specific to India or not? I think it would be.
I think it's global.
Global.
It's like you know that old joke about a funeral and having something nice and black to wear.
Okay, so what's the joke?
I don't know the joke, so I was hoping you'd know, but now that you don't, I'll have to make it up. Which is something like, when there's a death, and you're like, oh perfect, I have a really nice black dress.
Oh, so even though it's someone's sad occasion,
Yeah.
you are going there because you get happy that you have a appropriate dress to show off.
Yeah.
So a good use case for this is tying the fashion industry to the wedding industry, which I know has already happened in many ways.
So you're saying there's a fashion industry
Yeah,
catering to weddings.
weddings.
That's a parallel fashion industry.
Yeah.
Right? In a sense, they have their own.
Yeah,
They have their own
and-
fashion events, wedding
Absolutely.
fashion events, and
it's
stuff.
so specialized that their sales and their seasons
Are very
come
different.
according to the wedding season.
Correct.
They are not dependent on the rest of the fashion
The rest
season.
of the fashion industry, they're talking to Vogue editors.
Yeah,
These guys are talking to Panditji.
correct.
Because Muhurat ka season kabhi hai? Based on that.
Based on that, we will
Wedding
release-
paraphernalia.
Yeah,
That guy is dependent on sandalwood ka supply. And so on and so forth. But to justify it, he'll say moon, chandrama, grahan, all this, and make some theory up.
So then coming back to that,
Yeah.
do you think there is a way in which to help girls make an easy decision
About the.
about attending or not attending,
Right.
or equipping them to attend
The invitation.
the invitation? So the other thing, this what this can tie back to in the larger scheme of things is often in India you invite people who you don't want to invite.
Correct. There's a whole spectrum or a scale, no?
Correct.
0 to 10. 10 being you want them to come.
Yeah.
And you'll go down to 0 also.
Yeah.
Pakka don't want them to come.
But you have to
I have
send
to.
the invitation because they invited me or because whatever else.
Yeah.
So based on where that girl falls or that lady falls on that 0 to 10
Scale.
you either send
You're saying send them clothing.
not send them clothing but help them make the decision.
What to wear.
So
Oh.
for example, the level of help that you give them to get there.
Yeah.
So it can be as a lead gen. I think
Okay.
ultimately a wedding is everyone is making money off of
For
the
our
wedding.
non-startup friendly listeners, Hussain is referring to lead
generation. Okay, so yeah, we'll explain
which will
that.
then convert into
Sales. So what can happen is on a person who you really want to attend, okay, you want them to take the effort and come. You send them maybe 5 links of dresses that you think will go very well with the theme of the wedding.
So
So-
access to the inner circle.
Yeah. And also tell them that this is what is going to make
So
you
the-
look good.
So the lady or whoever who's a 0 on your scale, coming back to the scale,
We'll get the fruit basket.
or I was thinking Spider-Man costume. She can come as Spider-Man. Doesn't matter. You don't care. Because
Yeah. So you don't want her there first place.
because then kids are wondering why is that Spider-Man eating jalebi? No, it's a lady in a Spider-Man suit.
So that, also reminds me of, have you
I
ever...
think it's a genius idea.
Excellent idea, no? And if everyone is making money off of the wedding, why don't you make some on your own?
How will you make money?
So you sell these leads to Myntra or...
And you get rid of because now that Spider-Man lady will not do this again.
Yeah. So no, I focus on the tens, on the say 7 to 10s.
Right.
Okay, because they are your juice.
They are the ones who will spend the money. Zeros are not going to spend money.
Conversion rate of 7 to 10 is a lot higher.
So will you make money in this wedding? Assume somebody applies this principle.
Okay.
And the cost of the wedding was X.
Okay.
Which, you have to spend a certain amount of money at any wedding.
Correct.
Did you just turn the wedding into a profitable enterprise?
Yeah.
I would do this again and again.
And you can start building intelligence, because then you know one person's size. Once they've ordered already,
you can use that
to sell other stuff to them.
Yeah. People who attended this wedding also bought.
So now, if I have to plan this entire wedding.
So really what you're selling, I would say, is not... You're selling a framework. Because everybody gets married.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Right. So, in a sense, it's not like your enterprise or my enterprise. So, what does the company own that they give out to young couples to help them make money when they get married?
So wait, are you... so now we have started a company.
Oh, I thought we had.
So we've started a company.
While you were talking to me, it's been registered, website has been made.
GST registration is also done.
We are complying.
Now this company is selling a service.
Yeah.
So it's a SaaS company, okay?
Is it? That is my question. So
yeah, I think it is.
In a sense, it is a software, right? It's a model. It's a loose set of rules.
Yeah. And we give them, you're right, we give them a framework. We tell them, invest 50 lakhs into your wedding.
Right.
Out of that 50 lakhs, if you want a minimum return of 10%,
then these are the steps. This is the amount of selling you'll have to do.
Yeah. If you want a higher risk, higher reward, so maybe
you have to invite more people.
Then
your catering expenses.
Yeah.
All of that you have to figure out.
Yeah. So we give them a probability rate.
Yeah.
That if you invest 50 lakhs,
what can you get?
Yeah. So we are selling them it's a plug and play basically.
It's superb because notice the investment at the framework side. It's a deck. It's one PPT or one keynote presentation is all. Your investment is nothing.
So that's excellent. Okay, now how do you... so what are the different components? And I'm getting brilliant ideas now. Just imagine.
I can feel it.
Okay, just imagine. Dressing is one thing. You can also integrate, like, say, food preferences. You could food trends, Zomato Gold memberships. And what we could do is then tell them, you attend the wedding.
Yeah.
We will not give you food. You just order whatever food.
Palace. So if you are going to put 1,001 rupee in the envelope, or whatever, 2,001, 5,001, you deduct. The Zomato wallet will adjust that,
and you'll get 20 rupees cash back.
So next week you will be eating for free. Whatever, you will get something. You will get a treat, dessert, whatever. At the wedding, there will be a guy who will come on a bike and give you the food.
So done. Clothes is done.
Food
got. Is done. What else?
Entertainment.
Yeah.
There is entertainment. There's plenty of entertainment. All the entertainment we've been wasting at our weddings for free. As in, like, there are choreographed dance things.
Correct.
Which I think there's a streaming concept which can go beyond the live event.
So you stream the dances to other people? Oh. And
to bring in subscriptions.
So here's what I'm thinking, okay?
So people who don't get invited to weddings.
Okay.
can subscribe to this and
Okay.
watch a Shadi Rose. Every day in the evening they can watch a wedding at home. Okay?
And then we can.
And if you want to
integrate-
eat that wedding food, there is the Zomato thing. That same Shadi ka catering you can have at home. Watch that wedding at home. Done. And your subscription will take care of.
This is beautiful because
Yeah.
at every wedding, there are 80% people who are there by compulsion,
Yeah.
not by choice.
Yeah.
So we move away that 80% of the population from the wedding venue to their couch.
Superb.
And we make money also.
And
off
look at
of
the
it.
reach now suddenly.
Yeah.
So now what we'll do is at the wedding venue, we can put Manikchand billboard behind the couple because reach is so much greater. People are sitting at home and watching. So you can have a Pan Vilas,
Pan bar.
Pan Bar. All these amazing ROI opportunities could be yours. And please spread the word because, I don't know whether we'll be doing this podcast for very long at this rate.
Yeah.
I think we have to start.
This wedding season is coming up
It's-
now.
yeah,
no?
we'll have
October, November,
Yeah,
it will
so
start.
I think the framework is
It's
ready.
ready.
So that brings us to the end of yet another episode of Far From Fact.
Join us again next time for more ridiculous theories.
Please remember to subscribe and tell your friends about us. Thank you.